Assalamualaikum and hi, we are from Group 6 are going to present English language past and present. Firstly, we are going to talk about history of English language. English language share the same vocabulary as Latin Romance languages. It is called Old English languages, for example, French and Spanish. It comes from Normandy during the England invasion in 1066. Old English belongs to Germans, brought by the Angles, Saxon, and Jutes. Now it is known as Anglo-Saxon. Modern English comes from the roots of Proto-Germanic from 500 BCE and Proto-Indo-European. In this modern day, it is known as Ukraine and Russia. It consists of English, Irish, Greek, French, German, Swedish, and also Russian. It also forms of Southern and Western Asia.
Next, the evolution of the English language. As for any other language, the English language is actually derived from many other languages as it evolves with time. This is because the English language that has been spoken by the original people who spoke English, otherwise known as Old English, uh, because then there are multiple powers that overtook the people who spoke Old English, and because of this influence, that in the Middle English era, we had a shift of vowels after the French have been devalued. And until the early modern English era, there are still remnants, linguistical remnants left inside this language they spoke from the colonists that shaped the English language as the language that we use until today. Some famous examples from the Middle English era is Chaucer and Canterbury Tales, 1343 until the 1400s. And the early modern English, um, famous famous figures is Shakespeare. Shakespeare's work. It's in the modern English, early modern English language. Okay, so now is the origin of language in the Islamic perspective. So this is our room, ayah 22. A'udzubillahi minasyaitonirrajim. Wa min ayatihi khalqus samawati wal ardi wakhtilafu alsinatikum wa alwanikum. Inna fi zalika la ayatin lil alimin. And among his signs is the creation of the heavens and the earth and the difference of your tongues, languages, and colors, skin colors. Surely in this there are signs of the persons having knowledge.
I will to present the characteristics of Modern English. English is the most spoken language in this world. Number one is representativeness. English accepts word in different languages from other countries, has always mentioned open and accepting attitude. Modern English has accepted words from different countries and accumulated into languages. Number two is use of perseverance. Number three is easy to use. People can say something in English in a variety of ways. Perseverance are an important part of any kind of language. Number four is simply of inflection. In order to properly relate the word in the sentence and to avoid ambiguity, this argument of the word order becomes necessary. The positive of each word in the sentence determines its relationship into the word.
So let's move on to the dialects and accents of English language across the world. Let's start with definition first. An accent is a part of a dialect and refers to the way how people pronounce specific words and phrases. This is the manner in which different people pronounce words of the same language differently from each other. While a dialect refers to a variety of the language, it includes the difference in grammar, morphology, vocabulary, syntax, and pronunciation among different versions of a language. Here's a brief history of three popular dialects of English language, which is British English, American English, and Australian English. British English is the English language as spoken and written in the United Kingdom, or more broadly throughout the British Isles. English is a West Germanic language that originated from the Anglo-Persian dialects written by Germanic settlers, while American English, sometimes called United States English or US English, is a set of varieties of the English language native to the United States and widely adopted in Canada. For Australian English, it began to diverge from British English after the founding of the colony of New South Wales in 1788 and was recognized as being different from British English by 1820. So what is the difference between these three English dialects? Is pronunciation, spelling, and grammar. So for pronunciation, American English is famous for its clear R sounds, whereas British or Australian English lost the R sound if it's at the end of a word or a syllable. For example, the word smother is pronounced as smother in American English, but for UK and Australian English is sound smother. For spelling, the UK and Australia share the same spelling, while the United States decided to create their own spelling system. For example, for the word center, in US, the spelling is CENTER, while UK and Eastern English, the spelling is CENTRE. One is grammar, which is Southern English and British English tend to use the present perfect. For example, I have eaten dinner already. While in the United States, people will use the past simple more often. They will say, I ate dinner already.
My name is Mawanting, and I will make a broad summary of the discussion in our group. English is development, enriched, and gradually standardized under the influence of various factors. The formation and development of English can be divided into three periods: Old English from the 5th century to the 12th century, Middle English from 12th to 15th century, and Modern English after that. The formation of English involves three foreign invasions and a cultural revolution. The changes in English pronunciation are embodied in the changes in phenomenons of some standard sounds, and fewer people strictly follow English standard sounds. Semantic change are the expansion and contraction of the meaning of words, the shift of the meaning of words, the rise and fall of the meaning of words. In terms of vocabulary, it mainly enriched itself through the following ways: new meanings of old words, creation of new words, and so on. The last one is regional variation. Due to historical, geographical, and social development reasons, some English with regional characteristics, such as American English, Australian English, and South African English, began to appear. The development of modern English makes the expression of English more diversified. Thank you, everyone. Assalamualaikum.